My name is David Wilson, and I am the Bushin Kenpo martial arts systems founder and principal instructor. I believe it is better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Taking action and potentially facing the consequences is preferable to inaction, which could lead to a fatal situation.
So what we're going to do, we're going to continue with the knife work that we're doing the other week. It was 2 weeks ago. We'll spend maybe the first 5 minutes, I don't want to spend too long. So rather than you doing a traditional warm-up and breakfalls and all the rest of that, what we'll do, we'll just start off by warming up using the avoidance movements we'll be using with a knife. So if Sensei gets a knife, I'll show you what you would do. You can just start off nice and slow, there's no one's warm. So all you're going to do, you're going to stand just out of knife range, not half a mile away. You're going to get your hands up, feet hip width. As he thrusts, you're going to come around there, he pulls back, yeah? You're going to come around there, come back, and then slowly, but slowly, he will speed up. He's not trying to trick you, yeah? If it goes wrong, if this happens, remember these are training knives, you're not going to get hurt. Start again, slow it down, and build up again. So from here, completely to the side, feet hip width, hands up, come back. Here, clearing the body, back, a little bit faster. 1, 2, okay? So eventually you'll probably just literally be going from side to side, but it will get too fast. Stop, say to your partner, please stop. Start again, and build it up, okay? Grab a knife each, and off you go. Okay, right, so watching that, what people are doing, some, when they're attacking, I'm going to attack wrong, so I'll do it to you. They're doing this. This leg's not coming forward, yeah? So what you should be doing is thrusting, bringing this one up yourself. Yeah? So you're warming your legs up. The people that are doing the avoidance are sometimes doing that, so one leg staying behind. If that leg stays behind, that hand will become predominant as well. It will stay behind with it, and that's in his line of sight. But when you're there, just for a split second, it's preferable, because at this time he's using his tunnel vision to try and stab you. He'll very, very quickly switch to peripheral vision, so he will see you. So you do need to be here, ready to come in, not leaving nothing behind, otherwise he will just divert instantly, yeah? Because you're still leaving your hand in his tunnel vision view, right? So make sure. Now the other thing down there, not going to say who, doing this. Back. This. Why? The knife isn't controlling itself. He's controlling the knife. You're looking at him. You want his reaction. You need to be using your peripheral vision. Yeah? You need to be aware of where his feet are, where his head is, where his arm is, everything. His intent. Looking at the end of the knife means that you're not concentrating on your follow-on technique. Okay? So make sure you're here. So now, the ones that are doing it, I still want it done for about another 30 seconds. I want you to do this. 1. I want you to clasp, not hit. Put your hand one side and hand the other side. So from here, you're going to go 1. Yeah? So you come completely round and then you place. That's nice and cold when your head down. Yeah? Okay? So, Josh, carry on. Right, I know you're not mega warm, but you're warm enough for what we're going to do, and it will build up. Okay? So on the last lesson, 2 weeks ago when we did it, it was mainly about avoiding, and it was very much about defence. Tonight we're going to go into the actual counter move, more of the counter move. So we're not just sort of coming round and then just taking him to the floor. We're actually going to start using the weapon against him, or controlling him using the weapon. Now, one thing I want to say, someone hand me a rubber knife. I didn't say this in the last one, didn't think it was necessary, but I did look at the rubbish footage, but I did look at it, and what I didn't notice on the night, so just getting on with the stuff, was a lot of this, and a lot of that, and a lot of, yeah? This is a rubber tanto knife. Yes, it's rubber, some are wood, some are hard plastic, but they've still got to be treated as a real knife. I know from personal experience, I trained, it's probably pre-Stuart's time, but I trained once a week with my 5 lessons I used to do, predominantly on knife for 2 years, and it was a live blade. Do you remember my Betsy? It was a 2-foot live blade, yeah? Just under 2 foot, probably 18 inches, so it made her a knife still. And I trained with a live blade, so obviously I never did the touching bit, But other people trained with rubber blades, and they were always doing that. And when it came to them getting a live blade, the trust for giving them a live blade, half the time they cut themselves because of their stupidity of tapping it in their hand and sticking out their nose and reaming themselves in their nose. You say that, so if you train with rubber knives and you do that, when you're given a live blade, you'll have the bad habits. So you've got to have the good habits. If you hand the knife to someone, you keep the blade to you, you hand it at a distance, yeah? Keep the etiquette. And then one day when you're given a live blade, hopefully you won't cut yourself. Okay? Right, so moving on. So here we go. Remember about the distances in the last time? You don't want to be too far out. You want to be just out of range of the knife. You don't want to be in the range if you can possibly do it. You want to be literally just out of range. So as it comes in now, you're going to come round one, round two, you're going to take, and then you're going to bring it down. Now, I brought in that side, why? Not nice the furthest away, yeah. I can take him any side I want from where I'm going with this, but I want the knife as far as possible away. Now, I'm not going to do this at high speed, I don't want to deck him, but you imagine if this is all happening fast, he hits that ground like thunder, that knife, hands going to hit the ground, the knife's actually probably going to come out of his hand. Yeah? So from here, you come in one, take, choke, thunder into the floor. Yeah? That's as hard as I'm going to do it, so let's slow it down again. Avoid. Another step, as you step, this comes round into the net. If he's very tall, so I was doing it on Ansel there, I would then just kick the knee to bring him back. You have to adjust the sizes. I can now choke him out. It could be flaying with that, it could be cutting my arm. I doubt it. He'll be concentrating on the fact that he's being choked out. Okay? I don't want him down there in front of me. I don't want him that side. I then take him there, follows the line of the body. Okay? One more. Okay, so from here, 1, 2, in, choke, dispose. Okay. Alright, so picking fault, it's easier to stop a lot of you than just keep going round, and other than that will just wear me out. Okay, so you come here, 1. Now the choke, I'm seeing all sorts of things. I'm seeing this, like a flappy, lovey-dovey hand, grabbed like that, pulling, that's not choking him at all, that's actually on your chest, isn't it? I'm seeing this, that's not a choke. You need to bring this muscle into play. So when you come through, you've got 1, there's your avoidance. You cut through, see how now I'm arcing it. When you arc your fingers, it bring your fingers together, your thumb tucks in, you make the knife. And you cut through, and what that does, if he's got very strong muscles on his neck, it should displace the muscle, allowing you to go onto the windpipe, yeah? Some people have got necks like cannonballs. Yeah, I used to have. That's like a flappy chicken's neck, but that's not here there. Now that's in already. That's on. You see, without even, yeah, it's already on because this is like a solid, narrow wood block. Now I come in like that. I don't grab like that. I just come in there. Now when I draw back, I hang him. Yeah. Just for that split second, he's on my chest. That goes on. And then this hand will come down to the shoulder as I step. And it powers him down the side of my body, okay? Work on your choke. Everything is equally important. The most important bit of this is what? No.
Avoidance.
The avoidance. Not being there, not running away, not getting out of the way. The most important bit is that you're there. Because from there you can go straight into the temple, basically kill the guy. Yeah? At the moment we're trying to keep it down a little bit. Okay? So, carry on. Concentrate on every bit of it, please. Right, we're going to stick to the same theme. Same avoidance, different finish. Remember, avoid, then apply the technique. Movement, 1, technique, 2. Okay? Right, so from here, I come here, I now come in here. And I take him down. I will control him. Because he didn't expect that, and I'm talking to you, I didn't control. I don't actually just want to lose him, but what was he doing when I applied that nerve hold? Running away from the pain. What is he not doing? Stabbing me or concentrating on his attack. Yeah? When you inflict pain on someone, where does the pain register, Joe? Because a lot of you do know this. If you don't, there's something wrong with it. You're wearing black belts. Yes. The clue is in where does it register? the pain is inflicted, say, there, but it registers there. And when you register pain in the brain, what does it do? Momentarily. It stops you thinking about anything else. Exactly. So it gives you the time, doesn't it? Okay? So from here, we're coming one, we're coming in, peaks over here, in here, and you take there. Yeah? So what you do now, this will only work if it's t-shirt or light clothing. If they've got a big puffer winter coat on, yeah, and they're hood up, don't go near them, they're bad people. Bad people wear hoods up. No. Literally, it only works on softer clothing. So if you're in a shirt, light jacket, you'll get this. Because if you're coming in and the clothing's right up here, you're trying to go in a big puffer jacket. You've got no chance. So you've got to know what you can do and when. We'll do it this way around. Okay. One, with your avoidance, you come in, take them down. Yeah? Short, sharp. What did I say about running last week? Trying to get away from the knife, or sorry, the week before. What's the kill distance? 21 feet. What was it? You know, new money. 7 metres, is it? I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, so say 7 metres, whatever. It's the kill distance. When they're on the floor, you can get away. Because now they're on the floor, they're in pain, they've got to adjust themselves, work out what the hell happened to them. If they want to come after you, you can literally get away. So you could class this as self-defense, can't you, in the eyes of the law? Yeah? You've avoided, you've done one thing only. Yeah? Gives you plenty of time to get away. Personally, I would rather stand there and kick the shit out of them. But that's just me. Right, so one more time. So one in, and you're off. Okay. Right, I got this answer from Spud. I asked him, and this is reality for him as well, being a publican. Yeah. Where do you think that this nerve hold, or nerve attack, pressure point attack, will not work? What circumstances will it not necessarily work? Answers on the pinhead. Right, if they're very drunk, a lot of the time it won't work, because basically they lose their senses. What's another thing? Drugs. Yeah. Coked out the head, something like that, they often won't work. Now when I say they don't work, they just don't bloody feel it. So what good is it? So all you've got to do then is smash the shit out of it. Yeah? Now you can come in, you can do that. If you just see nothing, then you just go straight for a finish. That's it. Yeah? So nothing's hard and fast. If they're really drugged up, I've actually done this. I've applied this on someone, Brian Ford, sensei. A lot of you know him from the old. He got attacked in a pub many years ago, in Yorkshire. And I was just coming out of the toilet, and this kid, a bad kid from the street, just decided to take him out from behind. And I come up behind and I applied an elbow. I stopped admitting Brian, but Jesus did overfire my hand. He was coked out his head. Yeah? And I had to literally smash him to the ground. That was the only way. Apparently, a couple of days later, he couldn't walk, he couldn't move his arms. That was all the nerve bolts. But it's no good at the time. So unfortunately, I've got this in practicality. I had to hit him. So let's say this is what happens. I don't know what way around we should do it this way. Okay. So he comes in, we've done an avoidance one. We're coming in for the nerve bolt, no response. I've got my hand the other side now. So what I do, I come in and I go pop. Straight into the jaw, pop. Pop, hard. Bang. Keep hold of him there. If you feel him dropping, drop him. But make sure you guide the knife arm away. Why am I using my palm, not my fist? Why is it my preference to use palm strikes than fist strikes? Because put someone in a crash helmet. If I said, Stuart, put a crash helmet on Dylan, repeatedly smash him in the face while he's got a crash helmet on, you'd say, Sensei, I'd rather not do that, because that's stupid. So why would you hit hard bone with your hard knuckles? What's going to give? His skull or my knuckles? His skull's not going to give. My knuckles are going to give. I've been there with that. Yeah? If you can, you use soft points, knife edges, inner, outer, fingers, yeah? Rather than punches. Okay? So when I come here, if I decide to do that, I go pop. If I go pop and he's still standing, I should, by hitting him really hard in the jaw, obviously break the jaw, dislocate the jaw, jar him enough to shut him down, and he should be out like a light. If he's not, then I come to point 2, temple, bang, into the temple. He will shut down. Now the beauty of the temple blow is there won't be no bruises. Yeah? It's a soft hit, if you like. Yeah? It's just bang, straight to the temple. Hit him with that now, not flat. Yeah? Bang. And he goes down. So you can come in. 1, crack, jaw, 2, crack. That one is the palm there, going upwards through his head. This one hits there. And there's an elbow. With that shows you how strong that can become, how powerful that can become. This is what you're going to practice. So you're going to come in, you're going to go 1, pop, assuming it hasn't had the desired effect. 2, pop. He's going to obviously drop for you, he's going to be good, and you're going to make sure that hand rolls away from you. Otherwise it can come down the body and inadvertently slice through your legs. There's a sharp bit on the end of the hand. Right here. I use my rock belly to move the hand. A few of you will be able to do that quite nicely. Okay, off you go. Okie dokie, right, so what we're doing, we're carrying on, we're still using the same avoidance. We're not moving off that one tonight, not much anyway. Yeah, and then in 2 weeks' time, part 3, I don't want to rush. I want you to take this in. Right, but remember your range. If you're too far away and he's having a pop at you with a knife, what can I do? Can I run from here? I go to run, he goes to run. Run, Dave. How far has he got? I just don't know what that means, but I'm not going to turn much faster than that. Yeah? So you can't run. I don't like this range. Why don't I like this range?
Because you're too far.
Yeah, I don't like it. I actually want to be closer. What does he expect me to want to run? So while he's talking to you or threatening you and whatever, and you're giving it all that, he's not going to be looking at your feet, he's looking at you. He wants to see you in fear. Yeah? He wants you shitting yourself. And what I'm doing, just very, very slowly, I'm just moving forward. I'm just out of knife range of thrusts. But he won't just thrust, he's now going to move. So as he moves, here I am to the side again. So we've gone here, crack, 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 crack. Yeah? Now we're going to come in and we're going to take the throat out. Because the partner he's got nails, and he's going to go home and his wife's going to wonder why an old man like this has got love bites. Yeah? Okay, right, back thrusts. Right. I'm telling you, Dave's wife, it wasn't us, it was a woman at work. Right, anyway, that's like, here. That knife won't come out. It can't slash me anyway. Right? So, you come here, no. He's going to cut you to pieces. Yeah? You avoid coming. So you're taking either side of the trachea, you're going in, and then you come back. Do you remember the guy who did that to in Spain? Kickboxer, and his trachea sealed up. The guy had real trouble bringing him back to life. It's true, wasn't it? I literally went in, he had a neck like he was a kickboxer. So when I went in, I had to go really deep. I went really deep, closed it. The suction, when I let go, his trachea wouldn't open. So I had to get him on the floor and jump up and down on his chest. Honest, it did release it eventually. He never came near me after that, did he? What was his name? Mark. Okay, enough. 1, 2, in. So you come in, and then you come back on yourself. It's like a claws grab. Claws, grabs, claw. Okay? And from there, you can turn it around and down. Okay? So show it this way. I was going to say hello, Mum, but she's been dead for a few years. 1, 2. Got it? Simple one. Right, okay. Off you go. I'm going to take up the whole night, and we did start slightly late, so I'm just going to do one more tonight. I'll log it, even if I've got footage, so I know what I'm doing, and I can move on maybe 2 weeks' time. That's all right. Do some more. Just keep building it up. There'll come a point when we have to go back. Because what happens with this, you start diving into these techniques at the end of the movement, and the movement goes out the window. That's why things take years and years to learn. And even at Stuart's level and the other downgrades in here to their level, you get to a point where you start feeling very despondent, frustrated, you can't work out why sometimes things are not going right. The reality is, you've lost your basics. You've raced on and raced on and raced on. And yet what gives you the solid foundations of an arm has been lost. You need to go back and retrain, which is back to the feet movements, foot movements, yeah? Is everything. Right, so now what he's doing is thrusting, he's doing a gut shot. So it's still straight, so you can still use the same avoidance. So what you're doing, you're now coming in. One, now what is going to happen very quickly, he's going to pull back, isn't he? Agreed? He's going to pull back, he's going to look, and he's going to think about going in a different direction. So as he comes in, you go one, you place your hands, you don't grab. Look, one's here. I can bend his elbow, which is fine, because I can bring the knife back. Because he loses the strength, the forward motion strength. So as he bends his elbow, I bring the knife back to him. Yeah? I use his momentum. So as he thrusts, one, it comes back, two. I'm into the side of the neck, the blade facing him, hands on the upper shoulder, and I can give him thoroughly good talking to. Yes? Or cut his throat. I'm not telling you which one I prefer. One's very messy. That's the talking to. Okay. Right, that's here. One pulls back, two. Into the neck. He knows it's there. He can feel the cold steel against his neck. Hasn't got a clue how that happened. That is weird. Yeah? This man must be in a dance, and he is. You're there, right? So from here, I've got my hand on the shoulder. I'll give him a thoroughly good talking to. I'm not going to leave him like this though. That's not enough. I could let go, and he'll just go, oh, sod it. I might as well just take one more go at him. He's belittled me, hasn't he? He's had a go at me. So you're here, he's back, one, I'm in there, give him a good talking to. This knee now goes at the back of that knee, and this goes there. And you put him on the floor. From the floor, it's much easier to control. Knees are right. One, pulls back, two, three. Okay? Quickly, and we only got one more. Right, so one last one. So with Stuart, obviously he's taken over. We've got another hour and a quarter anyway. So whether he wants to go over these or do stuff, but either way we'll carry on. We're using the same thing. It's coming down quite low. One, avoidance first. My hand comes in against his hand. Like I said, he bent the elbow last time, didn't he? It's not a problem. Or he pulled back. That's not an issue for me. One, do I need to look at the knife? I know where his hand is. I'm on the back of it. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him. All of this. If he moves his feet, I can see it. Believe it or not. Trained vision. As he pulls back, two. Okay, wrist lock, knife point right in his throat. Obviously, you could do that as one move and put it straight through his throat. So it's very easy. The hard part of this is actually keeping the knife from not going through his head. Yeah, that's the hardest part for me. One, pulls back, two. So I draw him towards me, into the knife. What he's going to want to do is lean where? Where would you want to go with a knife sticking in your face? Go back. Calm. Because the more back he goes, the more he applies the wrist lock. So as he goes back, I just draw him back in. Now he doesn't know what to do. Yeah. So I got him there. I can give him a good talking to. The knife, give him a little shake with that. Now I'm going to tell him, and you can't go, please, will you get up? You're not like Sergeant Wilson in, what's his name? Dad's Army. Please, please, would you please get up? You say, get up! And you bring him up. With the lock on, elbow down, and the lock on. From there, I decided I've had enough, he's going to the floor. On your back! There he is. Okay? Just one more time. Should I do it, Dave? Yeah, let's do it. That's what we've got there's a guy over there, he wears bits, you know, the one with the love bites. He wears lots of bits to prove he's got broken bits. Right. One, pulls back, two, in, up. Yeah, and you can control it. Now what you want, you don't want him flat-footed. If he's flat-footed, he's playing a game with it. Up. You want him on tiptoe. On tiptoe, he's got no power anywhere, and he's in pain. Now down. Keep the knife hand. Knife's trapped in the hand. Step in. Bend it back. Where's the knife pointing? Away from me. Has he got a mate with him? Yes, he has. Threaten his mate with the knife. Hand him. Okay? Thank you. Right, off you go. That's all I'm going to do tonight. That is about 45 minutes at the time we started. Okay, try and remember it. 2 weeks, yes. Do We'll elaborate. We'll go back slightly, and then we'll move on with different techniques, with different sides, different movements. Okay? Everyone happy with that?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Right, Stuart's taking over. Thanks, Jim. Right, I'll see you all later.